peculiar question in their mind. That is, why one has to struggle in life. This question is a very elaborated one because the answer itself is hidden in the question. You take anything in this world, from human to animals to plants, reptiles, or anything you take. The struggle word is common for all. You put the seed in the earth. When it has to grow, the seed has to become a plant. It has to struggle to break the soil up above him and then come out. The mother bears a child, has to struggle. She goes through a pain which is so horrible that it is said that she almost travels near the death and comes back. Then the child is taken birth. But the moment the child is born, the struggle vanishes. The voice of the child's cry, when the mother hears, she feels very, very comfortable, very happy. Struggle is a part of happiness. Individually, struggle has no role, or individually, happiness has no role. These two are interwoven. They have a lot of similarities in them. If you say an athletic guy who practices to win a 100-meter race in a state competition, so he has to practice in the morning, he has to practice in the evening, he has to prepare himself physically, and during that preparation he may have to give up many of the food items which is not suitable to his body. He may think that he is struggling because he is not able to enjoy what he really wants to eat. His coach is not permitting. But it's not true. When you have focused on a particular goal or a target, to achieve that, certain important ingredients are required. What are those things? You have to discipline yourself in your every habit. What time you have to get up, what kind of food you should eat, what time you should sleep, how much rest your body requires, how much exercises you have to do, what varieties of exercises you have to do. All these things are part of your struggle to reach your goal. As long as your goal is in front of you, I don't think you will feel bad for the struggle you do. You enjoy it. Because whenever you are in a practice session and you start defeating your other colleagues who are running with you or the peers participating in a practice, you feel comfortable because yes, your time is improving, your physical fitness is much better. So also a scientist, he takes up an agenda. Recently I am having an opportunity to interact with a great scientist. His name is Kumar. He has brought a breakthrough machine which treats cancer. It is a non-invasive. That means there will be no surgery. It has no side effect. The product is called cytotron. It's a fantastic thing. You will be surprised to know that this great scientist lives in a place in Bangalore where he is born. I met him, and during the conversation he was telling me he toured world over for his scientific missions, went to different countries, but ultimately he preferred that good or bad, India is a great country, and he came back to Bangalore. To my surprise, he was telling me that he loves the place where he is born. And today he has got his research center there itself. 27 years he struggled. Today he has brought a breakthrough in cancer treatment. That's a very big subject. I will not drive myself there. But I am talking about the individual struggle of a person. When I saw him, I felt great peace of mind within myself also. Because his eyes was glittering when he was speaking. He is the one who is on the struggle to achieve his goal. His goal is ensure best treatment for people who are struggling with cancer. And I saw the patients coming there from United States of America. His product now is available in 9 countries in the world. Now if you say that man is struggling, then I will say you have not understood what his struggle is. You should see his face to understand the satisfaction he achieved. Thomas Edison also struggled. We saw his 1400 experiments which met with success. The best one is electricity. But can you ever imagine the struggle he had? You take our great scientist Satish Dhawanji, under whose command our great former president and father of intercontinental ballistic missile Abdul Kalamji worked. They all struggled. Their first SLV-3 was a failure. Instead of going into orbit, it fell in the Bay of Bengal. They didn't stop there. The struggle was on. The whole team worked again. And today everything is a history. India is a successful space research country. We have successfully launched many satellites. We have successfully landed in the moon. Our mission was successful, the moon Chandrayaan-1. Second also was almost successful, 99.9. Mangalyaan was successful. Various missions. Struggle. When you see struggle, you should easily understand this man is traveling towards happiness. This great individual is traveling towards happiness. You see the amount of struggle our Prime Minister had. He was a tea vendor. For almost 40 years, in his own words he says that out of first 40 years, 35 years he was literally depending on food by begging. It is not called begging, but he was seeking bhiksha from individuals to fill his stomach. But today he is the Prime Minister of this country. That was the first 41 years and he is 69 now. So next 8 years, look at his achievements. A successful Chief Minister for almost 5 terms. And then first term of Prime Ministership he has already completed and he is heading for the second one. You call it a struggle? I call it a preparation for success. How many examples I will give you? PV Sindhu. Since 9 years of her age, she is practicing shuttle badminton. And when she is 19, she is a world champion. And during those teenagers, when every children will be having fun and frolic, This girl was put into hard, disciplined practice. Systematic day starts, systematic day ends for her. There is no question of herself having more opportunity for entertaining herself. Her both parents are also sportsmen. No one in life has achieved anything without struggle. Our own mother, she also struggles. She also struggles. She also does great things. Morning she gets up first in the home, sleeps last in the home. All her struggle is to give food, proper arrangements for the family, everything in its place for everyone. And at the end of the day you find she is the most relaxed personality because she says, all right, my children had what they wanted to eat. My husband is happy. That's what makes her happy. This is the side of a housewife, a mother. There are other ladies. Like Sunita Williams. She went to the space. Don't you think the struggle is worth it? Kalpana Chawla, though she is not with us, but she was on the mission. No one can ever forget her sacrifice. You take Sachin Tendulkar, Sunil Gavaskar, MS Dhoni, there are many football players, many athletes. They all have to struggle. I say struggle is a boon. Life is not a 100-meter race. Life is a 100-meter hurdles. You have to hop, stop, jump and cross. Every hurdle, if you consider this a struggle, then you will not grow. For a child it is crawling is important. Then standing is important. Then walking is very important. And then running. But all this through things happen only because of a struggle. So we don't consider struggle as a negative aspect. My dear friends, you have asked me a good question. But if you coolly think about it, there is a better answer. That is, struggle is required for a seed to penetrate and come out and expose itself as a plant. Everyone struggles in life. A man in the street to the man in the richest bungalows of the world. Please understand, without struggle there is no life. Do not expect a rose without thorn. You look at the rose, then you are in for a thorn. Believe yourself. Believe your abilities. Learn from others' mistakes. Make that as your lesson. Move forward. Always have a temperament of an achiever. Struggle will be a part of achievement. Do not be under the impression that failures will come because of struggle. No. All those people who struggled on the street, they only rose to the top.